Okay, we are on our third of 4 videos on integer operations. Today we are on multiplying integers. So let's take out our notes packet, open up the flap that says multiplying, and look what it says about that. So we have some very simple notes on here. So when our signs are the same, it's going to equal a positive product. Remember, product's an answer to a multiplication question. So if I have a negative times a negative, that's now going to end up equaling a positive. So that's very different from adding and subtracting. So make sure you guys keep that straight. When I multiply two negative numbers, that actually ends up making a positive. It's like the two negatives cancel each other out. So if I have negative 2 times negative 5, remember, parentheses around a number actually are hiding a multiplication symbol as well. So negative 2 times negative 5. What I would do is I would do 2 times 5 is 10. Negative times negative makes it positive. So I'd have a positive 10 for my answer. Well, positive times positive, you guys have been learning since like probably 3rd or 4th grade, also is just going to equal a positive number. So I have 2 times 5, again, parentheses mean we're multiplying, so 2 times 5 is 10. Same signs, positive answer. Okay, well, what about when I have different signs? Now, different signs make it negative. So when we add and subtract, different signs make it to subtract, but now when I multiply, different signs are going to mean I'm going to have a negative answer. So I could have a positive number times a negative number. That's going to give me a negative answer. So if I have positive 3 times a negative 6, okay, 3 times 6 is 18. Since my signs are different, my answer is negative 18. Okay, same thing works if I do the opposite way. If I start with a negative number and multiply that by a positive number, my signs are different, so I'm going to end up with a negative answer. So if I begin with a negative 3 and I times that by a positive 6, so I have a negative times a positive, different signs, negative answer. 3 times 6 is 18. So you just multiply together the two numbers, then you figure out, okay, is this a positive or is it a negative answer? Same signs, positive, different signs, negative. Let's do a quick practice. So we have examples for same signs and examples for different signs. So we're going to have to sort these through and figure out which side of the notes packet you're going to write the examples in. So if I have negative 3 times positive 5, I hope you're thinking in your head, okay, those signs are different. So let's write that in the different signs example box. So go under different signs in multiplication and write this example down. So again, I would do what is 3 times 5? Well, 3 times 5 is 15. My signs are different, so I have a negative answer. So negative 3 times positive 5 equals negative 15. Okay, let's jump over here and look at number 4 now. I have a negative 3 times a negative 4. Are my signs the same or are they different? Well, they're both negative, so they're the same. So let's do this example on the left side under same signs. So here's our example. So write down negative 3. Again, parentheses means times, so negative 3 times negative 4. 3 times 4 is 12. When my signs are the same, my answer is positive. So negative 3 times negative 4 is going to give me a positive 12 for my answer. Okay, let's do two more. Let's do number 2 and number 5. We're not going to worry about the bottom two, so we aren't going to do that many examples. All right, if I have 4 times negative 2, same signs or different signs? Hopefully in your head you're answering different signs. So let's write that under the different signs part of your notes. So 4 times 2 is 8. Different signs means my answer is going to be negative. So positive 4 times negative 2 equals a negative 8. Again, because my signs are different, I get a negative answer. Okay, one last one for your notes today. Let's look at this one right here. Let's look at negative 5 times negative 6. Are those the same signs or are they different signs? I hope you just answered in your head, same. So let's write that underneath the examples on the same signs. So negative 5 times negative 6. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to start by multiplying together the two numbers. So 5 times 6 is 30. Negative times negative, same signs, that's going to give me a positive answer. So negative 5 times negative 6 gives me a positive 30. Hopefully you guys can keep these rules separate from the rules for adding and subtracting because they're very different. So again, remember, when you're multiplying, two negatives end up equaling a positive. All right, that's all for right now. See you guys in class tomorrow.